Well, Mike Dunleavy just said we have 3 potential home games to get into the playoffs. I think that's a, good way of looking at it. We beat the Clippers, we're in. If not, beat Memphis, we're in. If not, we got one more crack. We're in a great spot. And obviously we don't want to mess around and go to the play-in, but we're in a really good spot. So considering where we were 2 months ago, Mike makes the Jimmy trade. I think we're like 23-7 since then. We've skyrocketed up the standings, but we're right in this, morass with all these other teams, and so we are where we are. We're in a good spot. We're excited about what's ahead, and we gotta go do it.
Steph looked like he kind of jammed his thumb there in the first quarter. Do you have any update on that?
I don't.
Yeah, X-rays, they were negative.
What are your, early thoughts on the Clippers? I know you probably don't really have time or ability at this point to, scheme it out, but you know who they are.
Yeah, we know them well. They're a great team, great two-way team. I think they added to their team at the trade deadline, and they're playing at a really high level right now. So I think they're one of the best teams in the league. So we got to go out and play a good game to get them.
It's a 12:30 tip Sunday. You're on the road now. I don't know if you'll get will you get a practice in tomorrow?
No, day off tomorrow. I think the rest is more important.
So probably kind of a walkthrough?
Yeah, walkthrough Sunday morning and right to it.
Feel comfortable with that?
Sure. It is what it is. So yeah, we've had playoff games that started at 12:30. So you just adapt.
How valuable would getting the 6th seed be, compared to having to go through the playing rounds?
I mean, the rest would be great. The preparation would be great. So you absolutely want to win that game and, keep things simple. But like I said, we got multiple possibilities here. And the fact that we are in this spot, 48 wins with 1 to go, given where we were midseason, I'm really proud of the team, the whole group. They've just gone on a phenomenal run here last couple months.
Blazers still have some size despite missing some guys tonight.
I'm sorry?
Blazers still have size despite missing guys
Yeah.
tonight. How do you feel about your smaller units with Jimmy and Draymond at the front court against teams over the past month or two with teams with size like that?
Well, we've been really good, starting Draymond at the 5. I was thrilled to get Quentin Post back tonight because when we can put him out there with Draymond, it just relieves Draymond from that responsibility to guard the other 5 for tonight, 15, 16 minutes. We need to be able to play big, too. Looney has been really good this last month. So we've got options, but our best lineup has been the starters. They've put together a really good one-loss record, and but we've got options after that to go bigger.
Where does
We're always tracking for success, courtesy of our great friends at MyFitnessPal. As Steve Kerr touched on that Clippers game on Sunday, the Clippers 17-3 in their last 20 games, one of the hottest teams in the NBA. And we'll say it again, win the first quarter. The Warriors do that again tonight, but they're going to beat you from distance. And Zena, that did not happen. Portland shot 12.5% in the first half. They ended up shooting 20% from the three-point line.
I don't know how impressed I am with that because Portland's not a good three-point shooting team, but you'll take the win where you get them, and that was a good opportunity for the Warriors to show off their perimeter defense.
No doubt, and take advantage of the turnovers. 20 points off of 22 Portland turnovers, Willie.
Yeah, the points off turnovers, you don't want even to be close with a team like this, but they won this game plus 24 from the three-point line and plus 7 from the free throw line. You said about Portland winds up shooting 20% from 3. That's after getting scorching hot in the second half because they were shooting 12% at halftime. So they got the win. As Steve Kerr said, I think it's important now just get your rest. You're facing the last 16 games, probably the hottest team in the NBA.
Yeah, we'll get to the Clippers a little bit later. Again, 17-3 in their last 20. They lost a buzzer beater to OKC, so they're playing some really good basketball. But Quentin Post, he hasn't seen the Clippers yet this season, and the Clippers haven't seen him. So, all right, welcome back to Show You the Warriors post-game live. And you see the team leaders for the Golden State Warriors this season. Points per game, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. The big three is all over this graphic right here. So earlier today, in case you missed it, we gave out our yearly awards. Most Improved, Rookie of the Year / Six-Man, MVP, Defender. Check out. I think you'll like what you see. But let's start off with our most improved player of the season. A lot of great candidates, right? Moses Moody improved his game, now a starter, scoring over 10 points a game, shooting three ball well. JK continues to improve when healthy. But Brandon Pajewski, after making first team all rookie team, he's really balled out, Tina, especially the second half of the season.
I love the fact that he hasn't accepted just because he got that accolade before doesn't mean that he can't elevate his game. This is a person that is a student of the game, and now he has a Stephen Curry in his career to be able to model, and you can see the effort in which he puts in to try to be like him, trying to be a leader on the floor, do whatever it takes to get a bucket, to get an opportunity on the floor, and then also just to lift the energy of this team. I love the way that Brandon Pajewski came back from his injury, has been playing so hard, and has been killing it since Jimmy Butler has arrived.
Yeah, really impressive by Brandon Pajewski. He got off to a tough start, and then he was injured, as Zena just mentioned. I think all the work in the gym, both rehabbing and just the repetition and the routine that he goes through, Steph Curry-like work ethic, it's paying off. And he mentioned the other, he's very happy that he is finishing on a high note as opposed to the opposite, getting off to a good start. So he really feels good about his game going into the playoffs. He's got confidence and great momentum.
Other than the hookup against San Antonio Wednesday night in his previous 11, shooting 50% from the floor, 52 from three, 19, 6, and 5 from BP. So he's doing a little bit of everything for the Golden State Warriors. All right, moving on here. Our six-man / rookie of the year, and that's QP. He's taking this league by storm. He was in Santa Cruz to start this season. Out of Boston College, shooting the three ball well. He's got some nastiness defensively. How about Quentin Post, Willie?
Yeah, 24-year-old rookie, so he's got great experience. He's got, I think he's a dynamic three-point shooter. He's going to be a 40% career three-point shooter minimum. He understands how to get open, get good looks, all these great catch-and-shoot plays. Really important for that unit with Jimmy Butler to provide that spacing to open up the room for Jimmy Butler and make the defense pay. I love his three-point shooting, but I think he's way more than that. I love when he short rolls. He's got a nice feel to find the open corner three-point shooters. And he's physical. He's not your typical young rookie. He's had a great second half of the season.
Roots of what I'm seeing, Brook Lopez. Can space the floor, has the physicality, has the floor vision. That is what you can expect out of Quentin Post, continuously growing throughout his game. And of course, he's got the likes of Draymond and Steph to kind of coach him into those positions. But man, really strong foundation for Quentin Post this season.
Has had some monster fourth quarters for the Golden State Warriors. Steve back to Milwaukee with the 3 threes in the fourth quarter to win that game there. All right, moving on. The best defender on the Golden State Warriors. And look, he's a favorite for the DPOY award. He could become, Zena, the oldest player ever in NBA history to win the DPOY award. So the best defender, how could it not be Draymond Green?
A person that can blow up any scheme that you put on the floor. He is forever playing chess while others are playing checkers. This is Draymond Green that has gotten in the weight room at this age to consistently battle down low with the bigs, and he can switch 1 through 5. You can count on him to be that back line of defense. You can count on him to be that help rotation. He's always communicating, just a great leader from a defensive standpoint.
Draymond's so unique because he's a great individual defender. He can take the opponent's best offensive player, but he's also the most important communicator and backline defender, communicating, calling out switches, as Zena said, blowing up plays before they even happen. So he's having a great year, really impressive this late in his career. I think that's a 3-man race, and Draymond's right in there.
Yeah, 35 years old, Draymond Green doing his thing. And then finally, the MVP award. And you know what, Willie? We decided to have co-MVPs because Stephen Curry's great. We know Stephen Curry's in.
Steph's always there.
He's always there.